Elizabeth from the Campbell County Library, and this is Mandy from the Wright Branch, and we're just going to tell you some things that are going on at the libraries in June. We actually have a really packed month, so we'll go through these as quickly as we can. Obviously, the big thing that starts in June is summer reading, because school gets out and all the kids are going to be earning prizes, reading. So the children's department runs one, and the young adult department does, and also the circulation department for the adults. So no matter what age you are, come in and sign up for the summer reading. So we also have the same thing going on at Wright Branch.
Correct. At the branch, we have similar summer reading programs we have for all ages, children's, young adult, and adult. We hand out reading logs for anyone kind of in that elementary school range. Once you hit the 10, 11, 12 mark, we kind of give you the option to move up to young adult. And then adults just read all summer long. Every time you read, you can come in and enter a drawing and get fabulous prizes. And then we also have programming similar to Gillette. I think Elizabeth's going to kind of talk about the programming in Gillette, but I'll just quickly kind of give you a similarities between the two. Wednesdays are normally the programming days for both libraries. We actually in Wright have our programs in the morning, so if you happen to be visiting our town and want to join us, please feel free. We generally kind of mirror the Gillette programs, so anything that's happening in Gillette will happen in Wright earlier in the day, and then they'll come to Gillette for the afternoon programs. Our kickoff this year is going to be really fun. It's next week. It's actually on Wednesday in Gillette, and it's our only Thursday program, so it'll be Thursday and Wright. And we have Pete the Cat from the popular children's series coming to visit, so we'll read a story with him, do a craft, have a snack, and it'll be lots of fun. And that'll be, next week is the first week that you can actually get prizes for reading this summer as well. So that kicks off really soon. We're super excited. So Elizabeth, do you want to talk a little bit about Gillette's programs?
Sure. We have some popular programs coming back. We tried to do the programs that everyone likes every year, try to bring them back and try to fit them into the theme of summer reading, which the theme is this year.
On your mark, get set, read.
So it's a lot of exercise, workout, fitness is kind of our theme for this year. So the adult programs, the children's program, the YA programs will all fit into that theme. So Indiana Bones is coming back. He's always a huge popular. He's on June 22nd. In Campbell County, so I'm sure the same thing in Wright.
Yep, he's in the morning for us, in the afternoon
and so he's a lot of fun. We also have some the conservation districts coming this year. We have some hands-on science activities. So we have a full calendar. It runs all the way through June and some in July. Is there some in July?
Actually,
too?
This year it's longer than ever. We actually have all of June, all of July, I think, except we skip 1 week maybe, and then we actually have a program in August this year. So it's a really long summer reading program. We have Charlie the Noise Book Guy coming back in August, so watch for that. It'll be really fun.
He's a lot of fun.
He's great, yeah.
So that'll be great. So it'll be different dates, different days of the week. So if you're interested in summer reading programs, come in, ask at either the children's desk at the Campbell County Library or at the circulation desk at the Wright Branch, and we can get you the times and dates. We always have nice little brochures or bookmarkers printed out with all the times and dates for those. And then the young adult programs at Campbell County is doing, they're also doing within the same theme for summer reading. So they'll be running theme programs all the way through June. So that'll be fun. They are on June the 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd. And they're also within the theme of fitness and exercising. And
the young adult, they always vary a little bit, children's to young adult to adult. On your mark, get set, read is children's, get in the game, read is young adult, and exercise your mind, read is the adults. So similar, but just a little different just for the age groups.
And young adult tries to run them not just as a single program, they kind of run them as a theme throughout the week. That way the teens can drop in, do an activity, and then it counts toward their reading prizes and their papers that they're filling out. So with young adults, come on in and check out what the theme for the week is, and you can do the activity each day. So that's a nice way that they do it. You don't have to just stick to one day if you're busy. And then the adults, really quick at Campbell County, you can do 1 book a week. So if you read a book, you can enter your name into a drawing, and they have fabulous gift baskets at Campbell County. So they're all in the display case in the front circulation desk. So come in, see which one you're going to be interested in, and read toward that. If you get your name drawn at the end of the week, or I guess it's the beginning of the next week, then you can come in and pick whatever gift basket you want for that week. So that's it. But the trick is only 1 name per week, no matter how many books you read. That's a little bit different than we've done it in the past. we've done whatever. If you read one book, you can enter one name, but every week we're doing just one name per week because we have so many people reading, so that's really good. And how do they do it at the
A
right
little
time?
different for us. We do not have a limit on it. Obviously, we're a smaller population, so we don't have to be quite so specific on that sort of thing. So you can read as much as you want, enter as much as you want with us, and we'll do the same thing, draw 1 or 2 names every Monday, and so we'll give you a call and you can come get your prizes. We also have our prizes in the display right at the front desk, so stop in and check them out.
And the summer reading program runs from the last day of school to the beginning of the school the next year. So even if the programs kind of taper off toward the end of the summer, we run every week. We'll do the prizes and everything all the way through the summer at both libraries.
Correct.
So that's what we're doing for summer reading.
Very exciting stuff.
It is.
Come and see
us. A lot
us.
of work and a lot of fun.
All right, so next we'll touch on something fun. This will actually be the second time we're doing this. Trivia night at the Gillette Brewing Company, sorry. And so we have a committee at the library, the marketing committee, and we've kind of decided it would be fun to bring the library outside of the library walls. And so we decided, well, a trivia night would be great. So we did it once, was it April we did?
Yeah.
I think we did April, and it was really successful, and everybody had a lot of fun. The librarians ran the trivia, and we had positive feedback. Everyone had a great time. So we've decided to keep it going. So June is our next outing into doing trivia. I think Elizabeth will probably be there. If
Yes.
not, you'll see one of the friendly faces from the library there. So stop in and join us. We'll have lots of fun trivia for you. I think we're doing sports-themed trivia to go with
in the theme of summer reading.
Yes. So you'll come in and do some sports trivia with us and have some chance to win some fun prizes. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anything else you want to add on that?
It's just, did you say it was in the theme that they do it every Monday night anyways?
Oh, no. I
So
didn't.
Gillette Brewery does this every night or every Monday night anyway. So it's a theme that they are an event they already do, and it's a lot of fun. And some librarians have been doing it just for fun, and we thought it'd be really great for the library to get in on it. So we're actually taking over one of the normal scheduled nights at the Gillette Brewery, but we'll do a quick plug for their trivia night. It's a lot of fun. Put together a team, max of 6 people, and come in any Monday night. But definitely come in the night.
But
the
definitely June
libraries
20th.
recommend. Definitely
June 20th.
because it's a lot of fun. All right. We're also, a new thing we're trying to implement more at the Campbell County Library this next month is a lot of adult learning classes. So computer classes, we have some financial classes we're doing. A lot of that pertains to a lot of the need in the community that we see a lot of people that want to update their resume, or they want to learn a little bit more how to apply to jobs online. And we get a lot of questions about that at Campbell County. So we're kind of meeting the need of the community and wanting to put in some classes. So we have some basic email classes. If you want to know how to set up an email and you want to know how to operate it and do attachments and scan things to your email and any of the basic stuff for email, we have 2 of those classes. One actually is going to be right at the beginning of June. So the 2nd of June, it's a Thursday, and it will be from 3 to 5 in the lab at the Campbell County Library. So we're actually doing signups for it because we only have 6 computers down there, so we're maxing out the classes at 6. So if you're interested in the class, call the library. We'll get your name on the list. If you're the 7th person to call, we're going to start a waiting list, and we'll add another class really soon after that. So obviously, if there's interest and you want to get in to any of these classes, call us, let us know, and we will add them as we have need for them. We're also doing a basic computer class on Tuesday, June 7th from 6:30 to 8, a little bit after work if you're working and also want to get on this. We're going to do it after hours or after work hours for you. So come on, sign up for that. That's basic computer stuff as far as where to save files, how to use a jump drive, basic Microsoft Word. So just some simple, easy computer lessons if you're interested in that or just want to brush up on your skills. We're going to do those in June. Those are the ones we have scheduled. If you have interest, we've talked about doing maybe some social media classes, how to use Facebook 101 or how to use Twitter 101. And if you're in it, or 101. If you're interested in any of those, let us know. And if we get a few people interested, we'll definitely put a class on the schedule. So we're doing those. We're also doing, like I mentioned, some financial classes. If I remember correctly, I'm just gonna check my calendar because I don't remember correctly, obviously.
Right here, Financial University.
Oh, great.
Yes.
And you found them for me. We're doing 3 different ones. We're doing basic budgeting. So just, how to trim the extras out of your budget, some just basic stuff like that. Grocery shopping 101. So how to use coupons and how to stay within a budget for how many people in your family, as far as your grocery bill. So just some basic, and then some money saving tricks and tips. Those will be on June 13th at 6 p.m., June 20th at 6 p.m., and June 22nd at 6 p.m. So obviously they're all, what days are those?
The 20th happens to be Monday because that's
So-
our trivia night. So if you want to come in and get some
There
grocery
you
shopping
go.
tips and then go do some trivia, it could be a really fun night for you. So,
So
keep
work that
June
into the budget.
20th
No,
in your
I'm just
mind.
So they look like they're different days of the week. So just come check the schedule. Obviously, well, this is our calendar. We print them every month. So this is the June calendar. It's purple. So you can stop into the library. I know sometimes, I think they're in the inserts in the advertiser. So look for these. We have a ton of them printed. They have all of our schedules by day, and then on the back they have a lot of the highlighted events that we're doing today, or talking about today. So if you get any of those information, it'll all be here on the calendar. But that's kind of what we're doing as far as that. Also with the computer classes, Gillette College is doing some too as well. So if our schedule doesn't work for you, as far as basic computer and resume, et cetera, check to the college because they're doing some this summer as well.
Lots going on. Come and see us. Happy summer.
Okay, also if you want to contact us, our website is ccpls.org. Also, you can link there from the county. We'll have a link to it. If you want to call us, our number is 307-682-3223. And then you can ask for whatever department you're looking for, and they can transfer you.
Wright Branch is same website, ccpls.org, and our phone number is 307-464-0500. So give us a call if you have any questions.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Welcome back to County Connection. Today with me I have Kim from the Rockpile. That's right, she's replacing Robert. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the events going on throughout the summer, and we're going to start out with our hoops lady, Star Chief Eagle. So if you can talk a little bit about who she is and what she does.
Sure. Star Chief Eagle is a Lakota cultural interpreter, and she is a hoop dancer extraordinaire. She will be coming to the museum on Saturday, June 25th. She is the first performer in our summer series. The summer series events are all free, and they are each going to be on one Saturday in June, July, August, and September.
All right. And do people need to reserve seats, or how do they get into these? Do they show up that day?
Yes, they're free and open to the public. These 4 events do not require registration ahead of time.
All right, very nice. And so does she have music and stuff like that, or what's kind of her act, would you say?
She's going to have 2 performances, one at 1 o'clock and then one at 3 o'clock. And hoop dancing is sort of visual storytelling. She's going to have a drummer providing the musical backdrop.
Okay.
And then another dancer will be also dancing with her. And the hoops, which can be just a few used per dance, up to upwards of 30 hoops per dance.
Very nice.
They sort of intertwine them and use the hoops as visuals to create imagery for the storytelling.
And I'm guessing this is something that has been passed down through generations?
Yes, it's a traditional Native American storytelling dance.
Style.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And then also I see in middle of July we have Ken Hall. So if you can talk a little bit about who Ken Hall is and what he specializes in.
He is a brain tanner, and this one I'm actually very interested to see myself because I am not very familiar with brain tanning, and I'm excited to see it.
It sounds disgusting, I gotta say. This brain tanning, I imagine like some guy like laying out a brain, like doing it all, but I know that's not it.
Actually, it's
it?
tanning hide using animal brains because you need, I think it's the emulsifying oils
Oh, really?
from the animal. Brain tanning is a traditional method of tanning hides using the brains of an animal. And Ken Hall is a very talented brain tanner. He's actually a member of the American Mountain Men Association. And he will be doing a demonstration at the museum from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 23rd.
And will they need anything to bring with them other than probably a notepad to write some of this stuff down?
No, you don't require any tickets, and we still haven't figured out exactly where at the museum it's going to be, but we will have signage that day pointing you in the right direction.
Very nice. And where is Ken Hall from? Do you happen to know?
I'm actually not sure.
Not sure? That's perfectly fine. It seems like just an odd thing. I see a Mountain West area kind of guy doing that type of stuff.
I
So
am
it's just kind of
positive
odd.
he is. He's a member of multiple associations
is he?
having to do with those mountain men activities.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen pictures of him wearing his own, buckskin and hides that he's
Oh, wow.
tanned and turned into clothing.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an odd thing to like come to terms with, using an animal's brain to tan its own hide. I'm guessing to secrete it or something better.
Well, I think it ties in with the idea of not being wasteful and utilizing all of the animal.
Oh, okay.
If you kill it for its hide,
Yeah.
you use the rest of the animal as well so that it doesn't go to waste.
Exactly.
And,
It's one thing that everybody needs to use more often. And the one thing I'm actually kind of excited for is we have the Cheyenne Gunslingers
Yes.
coming up. So if you can talk a little bit about who they are and what they specialize in.
The Cheyenne Gunslingers will be coming to Gillette on Saturday, August 27th. They're going to act out an Old West style shootout on Gillette Avenue.
Oh, really?
They're going to close the first block of Gillette Avenue and act it out there. They're going to start with a firearm safety demonstration, and it is a family-friendly event. It's not going to be anything too coarse,
Yeah.
but it is, an Old West style shootout. So,
Is there going to be a good guy and a bad guy? Good guys in white, bad guys in black?
it is actually, I guess, a surprise.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, because if so, might be a little side betting going on. Who's going to die? Or I guess, who's going to get the blood capsule?
Yeah, they will tell a story, I guess, as they act it out.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
It's a first person, sort of like watching a play.
Yeah. And will this be like a historical gunslinging or a showdown?
No, it is not considered historical since they're not enacting a particular real life event.
Okay.
But it is more of, I guess it's more of a fun performance.
Yeah, it sounds, I probably will be there. It sounds like something I've always kind of wanted to see since I was a little kid. I've always watched the Westerns as the movies, so now I get a chance to kind of see what it might be like in real life.
It is at high noon on
Of course.
August 27th, but we do encourage folks to get there early. We will make sure that there are areas for accessibility for folks that need an accessible area. But since we do anticipate a large crowd, make sure you show up in time to stake your claim on the sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly. And are they going to be in old Western attire, or are they going to have kind of the
Yes.
new gunslinging stuff where there's not so much a holster and it's just kind of a quick draw kind of thing?
From what I've seen, they are going to be in character as people from the Old West.
Oh, very cool. And then last but not least, we also have the Draper Museum Raptor Experience. So we got raptors coming to town?
Yes.
Awesome.
This is from the Draper Museum in Cody. That's part of the Buffalo Bill Center of the West. We've had them come visit the museum, I think, 2 years in the past, I think 2013 and 2014. And it's an educational program that actually features rescued birds of prey.
Yeah.
All of the birds that are part of the Draper Museum Raptor Experience are rescues. Usually they have, if they're blind in one eye or if they were hit by a car or something that prevented them from being released back into the wild. And so they are the bird ambassadors to educate folks at this event. It's very popular. And you really get to see the birds up close and personal.
So they're very neat looking birds.
Yes, they've got owls and turkey vultures.
Oh,
and,
really?
Golden eagle and.
You can tell the true predators when you get up close to them. You can see that they're meant for hunting and killing.
The bird ambassadors that are coming to the museum, they are used to being up close and personal with audiences, so that is very fun for everybody in the family.
They're people friendly. They're not gonna like try and fly away. They're used to people. They're basically used to contact with humans because I'm sure that's how
Yes.
they've gotten back to being where they are, was from loving hands.
Yeah, and they have trained handlers that come to give the presentation that are bird of prey experts.
And so will they just be in like a facility, or will they actually be kind of flying around? Like outside, like will they be on like handlers' arms and stuff?
It will be indoors. They'll be on the handler's arms. They won't be flying around the room.
Oh, yeah, that's what. I didn't mean so much that. I meant like flying out and then coming back, returning to the handler.
No, they'll be out and about, but they'll mostly stay on the arms or on their perches.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Is there anything else you want to throw out there for the audience, other than probably a great number to reach you guys at?
A good number to reach the museum at, if you have any questions about the upcoming summer series or any other events at the museum, is 307-682-5723. You're also welcome to stop by at any time. And on the behalf of the museum, we are thankful for the opportunity to present these free events to our community to provide some fun and some education this summer.
And I know you guys are constantly updating your Facebook page and I believe your website as well. So if you want to throw out maybe just what those are as well.
Rockpilemuseum.com. And then our Facebook page is going to be the Campbell County Government Facebook page.
So, all right. Well, thank you very much, Kim.
Thank you.
Welcome to County Connection. Today with me I have Jamie from the CAM-PLEX, and we're going to be talking about Lee Bryce as he's coming in June 17th. So if you can talk a little about how they can get tickets, I'm guessing seating and anything else.
Sure. So Lee Bryce, country artist, will be in the Wyoming Center on June 17th. We also booked a fun opening act. His name is Corb Lund and the Hurtin' Albertans.
Okay.
They're from Canada.
It's a different name?
Yeah. They're going to be touring around. We actually, they're pretty much up-and-comers, but we've had a couple people come to the box office just because of them. So they're pretty great. So look them up if you don't know them. They're a little bit more kind of two-steppy country, but they're fun. And so Lee Bryce will obviously be headlining that show. It's on June 17th, and tickets are available at our box office. It is general admission like we do most of our concerts, so we'll have some standing room in front of the stage, some seating on bleachers, and also in the mezzanine, and that's all first come, first serve. So it should be a fun night. It's a Friday night in the summertime, so it's a good time to come and see a concert.
Yeah. I know it's kind of a big deal in the country aspect.
Absolutely.
World.
Well, and the cool thing about Lee Bryce is before he actually started on his own touring and his own stuff, he was writing for people like Garth Brooks. And,
oh, wow, really?
Yeah, so he's been actually in the business for a very long time, just not necessarily as a touring artist himself for as long. But he's super talented, and people are pretty excited he's coming. So get your tickets. Come and hang out with us on June 17th for Lee Bryce.
And I'm guessing the prices and all that are online?
Yeah, and there is an advance price that's a little bit cheaper than if you wait till the day of show. So don't wait till the last minute.
All right. And then also in June, we also have PAW, which is actually just 2 weeks away from today, I believe.
Yeah, we get started with our kids. The Performing Arts Workshop is in its, I think it's 23rd year this summer, and it's a musical theater camp for children ages 6 through high school age. And we spend 3 weeks with them on musical theater instruction, singing, acting, dancing, culminating in 2 performances at the end of the program. And so the performances this year are June 24th at 6 p.m. and June 25th at 2 p.m. And we're doing Annie. So the kids are really excited. We have a very full year. We've had lots of response to the kids signing up, and the shows never disappoint. I mean, the kids work so hard on it. They're really very talented. It's amazing how many talented kids we have in this community. And on top of that, we have a live band that plays the pit with local musicians, and then we have designers who've come from all over to design the lights and the sound and the costumes and the set, and so it really turns into a beautiful production. So we're very excited about it. The kids are excited. It's the first time we've ever done Annie, and it's a great show. So we're pumped up about it. So come and support these kids who will work their butts off to get this show together. June 24th at 6 o'clock or June 25th at 2.
And you can tell they're definitely out there giving it their all.
From
the beginning to end, you can tell that they've been working very hard on this. Long days for them kids.
Yeah, and it's really cool just to kind of see the kids develop through it. I mean, we have kids that come back year after year after year, and then every year we have new kids too, and it's just they're such a little family, and they really work hard and they help each other, and they grow so much in those 3 weeks, and it's really an incredible thing to see. So we're so proud by the end of it, and so come and support them and show them that the community is supporting them as well.
They definitely.
Yeah.
And just to run all these events, you need volunteers. So if you want to go ahead and talk about how many volunteers you need, and maybe because you got a lot of events coming up this summer.
Yeah, so shifting gears, the big event, as I'm thinking most people out there know, is that the National High School Finals Rodeo is coming back. And it's been gone for 4 years. Typically, the Rodeo Association has had it on a 2-year on, 4-year off kind of cycle. So this is our normal return. It'll be with us this summer and next summer. And if you haven't been in the community before during this event, I don't know if you have been, but, oh, you have, okay. It's unlike anything you can expect. There are people everywhere. It's such a great event for our community. It brings in so much economic impact because there are usually 1,500 contestants. This year they're saying that they're thinking the numbers are going to be closer to 1,600 high school students, which means they're going to come with their families. They camp on grounds or they stay in hotels. They're eating at restaurants. They're shopping in stores. It's pretty incredible. And over the course of 7 days, they have 13 rodeo performances in Morningside Park. So we need a ton of people to help in all aspects. So starting June 14th, we have people who are needed to be helping with check-in. So we have contestant check-ins, people who are checking in the contestants themselves, helping them get their information. We need people to help check in horses because there's a process they have to go through to get their paperwork together to install their horses on grounds. We need people to help people check in their RVs and get them to their RV spot that they're assigned to. And then once the event gets going, we have an information center where people will come for information. We have trade show security, and then the area that I'm in charge of, which is the ticketing and gate security, which is during the rodeo performances itself in Morningside Park, people who are taking tickets, people who are aisle ushers in the grandstands themselves, and people who are helping us kind of control the access on the gates that go into the arena itself. So tons of people. We typically are looking for around 600 volunteers a year. People are slowly kind of trickling in, but check your calendar. The full dates, check-in starting on the 14th, and then events July, that is, 17th through the 23rd. Like I said, it takes a small army to make it happen. But the thing that's great is year after year when they come back, the association, the contestants, the families, they love coming to Gillette. And a lot of that is because of the volunteers.
Yeah.
They comment about how great it is to have such friendly people helping them in every aspect of what's going on. And so, that's been great to have that good reputation being developed in a large part because of the volunteers.
Yeah, so if you like horses, you can basically pet horses as you're checking them in.
Yeah, sure. Hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, if you like horses, you could probably pet a lot of them at horse check-in.
And what is the best way to get signed up for helping you guys?
Yeah, so we use an online database. So if you go to our homepage, there's CAM-PLEX.com. There's an icon that says volunteer. If you click that, it'll ask you to register, and then you can see all of the different shifts. You can select your preferences of what you'd like to work, and then you can see all the shifts that are available and sign yourself up that way. But if you're not comfortable using the computer or you have questions about that, please don't hesitate to call us at 682-0552 and ask for me, ask for Renee. Just say, hey, I need help getting signed up as a rodeo volunteer. We'd be happy to help you. And you could always stop by too if you wanted to do that as well. But we do kind of run it through that online system because, as I said, it's a lot of people, a lot of shifts. So that kind of helps us keep a track of everything a little bit more clearly. So. But yeah, even if you can just help one shift, that's great. If everybody in town worked one shift, then we would have more than enough people to help. So.
And just what is the length of time of one shift?
Kind of varies by area, but they're usually around 4 hours. And if you work 2 shifts, you can get free tickets to one of the rodeo performances. So that's an incentive too. We really try to treat our volunteers well. There's usually food involved, and we have some great people in the community that are donating food, restaurants and stores that are donating food to help us feed our volunteers. So we try to make it fun. You get a great T-shirt that says you're a rodeo volunteer, and that's yours to keep. So, I've seen people wearing them around town, and I'm like, hey, you need to sign up.
We need you again.
I need you to sign up. So, yeah, so really, it's a great time. We're going to have a survivors party after the rodeo ends. I'm not exactly sure of all the details on that, but all the volunteers are going to be invited to that as well. So, think about it. There's shifts all day long, basically. The check-ins run like 24 hours. So even if you're a mine worker out there and you're used to staying up all night and you have those days off, you would be golden. We would love that.
Yeah.
And then when the rodeo performances start, they're morning performances and evening performances. So depending on your work shift, we should be able to slip you in one way or the other. So yeah, we just hope you'll consider it. It would be great to see some new and old faces back to help with the volunteering. So.
All right. Is there anything else you want to throw out there for the audience?
Well, it's going to be a busy summer. I'll be back later on to talk more, in the next session to talk more about upcoming season and a little bit about the fair. It's going to be a great summer in Gillette.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm Jolie from the Public Health Department, and we're going to be talking about summer safety tips for you and your kids. So, Jolie, if you can talk a little bit about those.
Sure. So summer is upon us, and there's some important prevention messages that you need to know about for summer safety, especially when it comes to bugs and bug bites and sunscreen and prevention of skin cancer. So I'll jump right into bug safety first, and our big concern here in Wyoming is mostly mosquitoes and how do you use bug spray safely for yourself and for your children. Also ticks. So mosquitoes carry West Nile and ticks carry Lyme disease, and we want to prevent those, and the best way to prevent that is prevent the bites. So we do know the most effective way to prevent bug bites is to use DEET. And DEET doesn't actually kill mosquitoes, it just camouflages you so that they can't see you, and same with ticks. There is a new product on the market called picaridin that is also working well to prevent mosquito bites, and it works well with flies, but it doesn't work with ticks. So when you're using DEET, depending on your percentages, you're going to use a 10 to 30% DEET. The higher percentage just lasts longer. So it's not more powerful, it's just going to last a little longer. So a 10% DEET might last about 2 hours, where a 30% DEET is going to last for about 5 hours. So depending on how long you're going to be outside, that's the percentage of DEET you want to use. DEET is okay to use on children 2 and older, but anyone under 2 shouldn't use DEET.
Okay. And what is the other one? The Keratin?
The
What is
picaridin. Picaridin is a new product out there, and it's also been called the fisherman's bug spray.
that? Okay.
So if
So it's
people
still a
are
spray?
looking for a DEET alternative, yep, it's still a spray. It's showing to be as effective at repelling mosquitoes as DEET. So if someone's concerned about use of DEET, there's not a lot of research on use of picaridin in children, so they don't have a recommendation yet. But you can always read your labels and follow your labels. And just like anything that you're applying for prevention, you probably need to reapply it if you're sweating or in the water, if you're going to be out for extended period of time. And then wash before you go to bed. It's a good idea to shower, wash it off.
Get the chemicals off your skin.
Get the chemicals off of you. Be careful when you're spraying it. Don't spray it around your food. Don't spray it in an enclosed area where you're going to inhale it a lot. And don't spray straight on your face.
Yeah.
Spray into your hands, wipe it on your face. Those are
And don't apply it before you go out on a date. It's not that great smell.
It's not a good cologne, that's for sure.
And DEET repels ticks though too, right?
Yes, DEET also does repel ticks. The picaridin doesn't repel the ticks, but DEET does. And there are some products out there, and I didn't do a lot of research for you today, that do kill ticks that you can use on fabrics.
Oh, really?
So, if you go to your sporting goods stores or even Walmart in the sporting goods section, you're going to see products like that. So if you're concerned about ticks, DEET is a great repellent, but if you want to be able to kill them, and this product I was looking at, and I don't remember the name, so I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
But you can also put that on your pets to kill ticks,
Oh, okay.
which is quite handy.
And you said the stuff you can get at like your Huntsman stores, you just like spray it on your clothes, or it's something you like rub in your clothes, you think?
It's a spray that goes on your clothing.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and it's good for, depending on the product you're using, it's good for like 3 to 7 washes.
Oh, nice.
So it's a great product especially if you're a hunter, or if you're hiking, or if you're out in the trees a lot. That's where you're going to see ticks.
I hate them things.
Yeah, they're not fun.
And we have other things in the community that we need to worry about, such as skin cancer and when and how to apply lotion properly.
So skin cancer in Wyoming, I found some interesting statistics for us. Melanoma is skin cancer, and it's responsible for 75% of the skin cancer deaths in Wyoming.
Wow.
And it's the 6th most commonly diagnosed cancer, and it's because we don't take good care of our skin. So a lot of people feel like being tan is healthy, and it's actually not. Even a suntan is a sign of damage to your skin done by the UV rays of the sun.
Yeah.
So protecting ourselves from the sun is the best way to prevent melanoma. The other best way is to make sure you're checking your skin, and if you see any suspicious spots, see a doctor right away. Melanomas, if they're removed early, are very easily treatable, but oftentimes people don't realize that a melanoma is a cancer or a problem, and they grow very rapidly, and they spread quickly to the brain, the lungs, and that's where we see the deaths from melanomas, but not because it's that invasive of a cancer, but if people don't catch it soon enough because they don't think it's a problem. So definitely check yourself, check your skin. They recommend checking your skin once a month, and then use sunscreen to prevent those UV lights from exposing you to risk for skin cancer. Sunscreen is very much like DEET. You're going to need to reapply it. You need to follow the manufacturer's instructions, and there's so many different types of sunscreens out there. As far as preventing skin cancer, you need an SPF of 30 or higher, And your lotion sunscreens are going to be better and more effective than your spray sunscreens.
Okay.
Spray sunscreens aren't bad, but you do need to reapply them a lot more because they're lighter mist. You also, when you apply a spray sunscreen, you need to rub it in so that you don't end up with some blank spots where you'll end up getting sunburn in between where your spray hit your skin. So lotion sunscreens are definitely better. Also, same with the spray. If you're going to spray it, don't spray it straight on your face. Put it on your hands first.
Have a friend do it.
Yeah. that
Spray it
helps.
right in your face. Is that what you're supposed to do?
That's never fun.
Oh, that's
No.
not. Oh, okay.
No, and especially for kids. Now, sunscreen in kids, you can use sunscreen in kids as early as 6 months of age, but it's recommended if you have to use sunscreen before 6 months of age to only use it on exposed areas like hands and face. And if you can get young babies, just keep them in the shade. Try to get them to wear hats, long sleeves. Just try not to let them get exposed to the sun. They can just be more sensitive to sunscreens and be allergic to them. So young babies under 2 months, try no sun at all is ideal. Keep them in the shade. Now we have great baby carriers and strollers and things that have shades on them. So that's best for the young babies. And then kids over 6 months that are going to be out running around and playing, lots of sunscreen, reapply it throughout the day. The longer we can go without having a sunburn, because most adults will have at least 3 bad sunburns in their lifetime, the longer you can go, the less damage that skin receives and your lower chances for melanoma.
So we just want a bunch of albinos running around.
That's right. We actually need to change the trend so that it's actually more popular to be white
That
and pasty.
smooth Jackie Tan you got going on is not what we want.
Right, right. So protect your skin, reduce your risk for skin cancer, protect yourself from bugs so you don't get West Nile virus, no ticks. Stay healthy this summer.
And as far as the spot checking, do you guys do spot checking?
We can certainly look at a spot if you're concerned about it, but we can't diagnose it for you, so we could certainly tell you, yep, this is something you should go see your doctor for.
Okay.
But what you're looking for is anything irregular, and it's usually moles or freckles that are changing. So you might notice them from year to year, stay the same, and then suddenly it looks different. The borders of a normal mole are going to be very clear and crisp, very symmetrical. And if the mole is starting to change and look a little bit like melanoma, it'll get lumpy and bumpy on the borders. It'll change colors. Sometimes they grow rapidly, sometimes not. But just notice any changes because it's, of course, normal to have moles and freckles. We just want to make sure that they don't change. And melanoma changes quickly over time. So within a week or two, you might notice a big
That's what I was going to say. If
change.
you have somebody checking every month, they would
would catch
notice the difference.
Absolutely. And you do need someone to check your back for you because you can't see back there. But anything else, just, a quick glance, checking your skin, great way to prevent or catch any concerns that you have. And it's never a bad idea if you have a suspicious mole just to have it removed. It certainly doesn't hurt to just have it removed and not have to worry about it.
Why don't we just remove every mole? I've been thinking about this.
I
I don't get why we don't. We have the technology.
I think it would
we have
depend.
the procedures. It's really
That's true.
quick. I don't get why we just don't remove every mole.
I think it would depend on how many moles you have. Some people
I guess that
have
is true.
a really ridiculous amount of moles and they might lose half their skin.
That was just a thought. I was just
Yes,
thinking.
well, I'm kind of with you, especially the suspicious looking ones. Just take them off. There's no need.
And what is a great phone number to get a hold of you guys to get more information as well as your website?
You can reach us at the Public Health Office at 307-682-7275. And you can call anytime between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday. We have nurses available. You can walk in and we can check you out too. So certainly any questions, feel free to give us a call. And our website is the county website, Camo County Government. I think it's ccgov.net.
That's pretty much it. Yep.
Yeah.
You can get about everything from that
Yep.
one website there. And as well as you guys, you can always just walk in, right?
Yeah, certainly. You can always walk in. We have a nurse available if you just have questions. We're happy to help.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you.